We got a great video for you today on how to have fun fishing. That's right, this channel is exploding. Subscribers are going through the roof. And guess what? We've got another amazing video for you today. You're going to want to grab your popcorn and get ready. What do we got? Grandaddy, the original, the one and only, that's right, Bass Pro Shops. This thing is absolutely colossal. 500,000 square feet. And the story is amazing. My idol and one and only, that's right folks, Johnny Morris Corporation. It's still privately held. Bass Pro Shop started way back in 1972 when Johnny Morris started selling fishing tackle out of his dad's Brown Derby liquor store in Springfield, Missouri. And boy, oh boy, the story is just amazing from there. Morris created the first Bass Pro Shops catalog way back in 1974. I was 8 years old, and guess what? My father used to collect these back in the 70s and take me fishing and got us all excited about being outdoors. So we launched this channel, How to Have Fun Fishing. Definitely check it out. Instagram, Facebook, subscribe. We've also got our website, howtohavefunfishing.com, and our sister channel, which has exploded now with almost 8 million views, How to Have Fun Outdoors. So today though, it's all about, that's right guys, you're gonna wanna watch this, Johnny Morris and his dream. So as he was selling tackle out of his dad's shop, one thing led to another, people were buying it left and right, and then he created, that's right, in 1974, he introduced tracker boats, along with boat, motor, trailer packages like no other, and then that took off. Eventually those boats would be sold through Tracker Marine, which is also owned by Bass Pro Shops. This thing is just an incredible story. He opened his first big monster Bass Pro Shops outdoors store in Springfield in 1981. This is the second largest, 500,000 square feet, just behind the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee, which is colossal. That's a 28-story freestanding with an incredible display of stuff. In 2016, the company also acquired Cabela's for $4.5 million. But let's sit back, grab your popcorn, get ready, folks. If you want to check out the mothership, the one and only Grandaddy, we're going to walk you through the original huge Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri.
How do you like this store, huh?
Yeah, isn't it awesome? I told you it was gigantic.
Hey Kaylee, how you doing?
Good.
So tell us about this place. Is this truly the largest pro bass shops?
It is. It is currently at 500,000 square feet, but
Wow.
we're still adding on to it. Like, it's not done being modeled at all yet.
Are you serious? They're still making it bigger?
Yeah, I have no idea what they're planning on putting into it, but it is definitely going to be bigger.
Wow.
So trying to keep that title as the largest and the first.
Wow.
First will never go away. We're still working on the largest.
So the largest in the world right here. So that's pretty awesome. And do you know when they opened this by chance?
I don't know the exact date because it did start here. It started actually just across the street from us at Brown Derby.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, it's right next door. That's where it started, and then we opened up this one, but I don't exactly remember the date.
Wow, pretty awesome. Well, thanks so much and have a great day.
You too.
Alrighty.
What an incredible store in Springfield, and what makes this one extra special is the Bass Pro Museum and the Motorsports Museum. And boy, oh boy, this Pro Bass Museum is super special. It goes all the way back to the very beginnings of Johnny Morris when he started this in 1971 in Springfield, Missouri. His first retail outlet actually opened in 1972. He started out at his father's liquor store, believe it or not, with just a couple of shelves of fishing lures, and the local fishermen started to show up, and then he added an aquarium and a bunch of other cool things. And the next thing you know, he was in business and Bass Pro Shops was on their way. So definitely when you're there, you want to check out this museum. Tons and tons of great history, as I mentioned before. They acquired Cabela's in 2017. They've got operations throughout the United States and Canada. And a little known fact is the fact of the matter is that, yes, this was the first big pro bass shops and the original, but the largest right now is in Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. It just beats this particular location. And I know Springfield's working on getting that title back as the first and the largest. But right now, Tennessee's got them beat by just a little bit over 500,000 square feet, which is pretty remarkable. They also, a lot of people don't know, own White River Marine Group, which operates the Ranger, Nitro, Triton, Tahoe, Tracker, Sun Tracker, Regency, Mako, and Ascend models of boats. So they're heavily in the boat business. They got a big affiliation with Richard Childress Racing and NASCAR. But overall, just tons of great history. And you're going to want to check out this museum when you're there, and the Motorsports Museum, which we'll highlight in a little bit. So here you go from Springfield.
Round Derby Bass Pro Shop, my dad's liquor store on the way to Table Rock Lake, 3543 South Campbell. For the first 13 years here in business, this was Bass Pro Shop right here. Drink bass.
In addition to this museum, you have the Motorsports Museum within this Springfield Pro Bass Shops, and boy, is that super cool. Check out all the cool history and all of the great displays on hand. One of the most impressive parts of this store is the Wonders of Wildlife Museum and Aquarium. And boy, oh boy, is this remarkable what they've done. It's now 350,000 square feet, and it represents a wildlife gallery of all the taxidermied animals from around the world. And it's very, very impressive. You've got artifacts, artwork, films, special exhibits, you name it, it's there. And then they've got over 35,000 fish and reptiles, birds, mammals, and all kinds of stuff in the aquarium side. And they show you shipwrecks, Louisiana swamps, Ozark forest, Amazon rainforest. Lots of great stuff to see there. It is a wonderful museum. One thing everybody knows Pro Bass Shops for is boats, and boy, do they have the boats at this location. We also give you a quick interview with an update in 2021. As you know, a lot of boats are in back order right now and supply chain challenges. So I talked to a couple of old-timers that really know what's going on in the industry, and they'll give you their little bit of their updates in regards to what's going on with Tracker and the rest of the boat industry.
All right, I'm here with Gary and Nick on How to Have Fun Outdoor Channel, and we're getting an update from Tracker. That's right, and it's July, and here we are, 2021. As you know, it's been crazy supply chain. So what's the latest right now on pontoons? First of all, where do they make the pontoons? We're in Missouri at the largest pro bass shop in the world, and you guys do have some boats, but when it comes to pontoons, what's that look like right now?
So pontoons right now, they're out a couple months. I'd say the fastest I could probably get one's October right now.
October.
We got 3 plants that are building them. Lebanon's building their big ones, 22 foot and up, and then
That's
smaller,
Missouri, Lebanon,
Yep.
Missouri. Okay.
And then our smaller 16, 18s, and 20s are built in Bolivar. We got 2 plants in Bolivar that are building them. So
Okay.
they're pumping them out as quick as they can. It's just demand's exceeding supply this year. Everybody wants to get out and do some partying. So
Now, where did they build the Tahoes? I have a Tahoe
Tahoes,
1950.
yeah.
Because what's the lead time on those now?
those probably 8 to 12 weeks, and that's pretty standard throughout the year on any fiberglass boat.
Okay.
It plants in Miami, Oklahoma for those.
Okay.
And we did just purchase Hatteras. It's a facility out in North Carolina for some big yachts. We're moving a lot of our saltwater Mako and our Ranger Bay boats out there to free up some room in Miami. So
Okay.
start seeing those a little bit quicker here soon too.
So which one, out of all the boats, what has the longest lead time right now?
Probably our pontoons, I'd say.
The pontoons,
Yeah, our aluminum boats are getting pretty quick. Fiberglass, like I said, 8 to 12. That's pretty standard throughout the year. But the pontoons, they're kind of tough to come
So the
by.
little fishing boats, you're getting them back in now.
Yeah, we're getting a little classic. I can get you one of those in about 4.5 weeks right now. So
Okay.
they're not too bad, but
All right. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm sure everybody at home on YouTube appreciates the update.
Yeah,
and
no problem.
you guys
No
make
problem.
a great boat. So we love Tracker, and thanks so much.
yeah, no problem.
All righty. With the opening of this facility, especially the new museum, they've had all kinds of celebrities. Jimmy Carter, George Bush, and believe it or not, Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Costner, Bill Dance, Jimmy Houston, Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, Luke Bryant, you name it. They've all been here, and more than 40 conservation groups, including the National Audubon, Ducks Unlimited, National Wildlife Federation, National Wildlife Turkey Federation, National Geographic. They've all been to this site. And believe it or not, in 2017, Best New Attraction voted by the readers of USA Today magazine. got Dave here. I found Dave in the camping section. Dave has been with Pro Bass Shops for how many years, Dave?
33.
33 years, back to 1988, right? And we're in 2021. That's pretty awesome. So you've been a big part of, I always say that there's always the people behind the scenes that nobody knows that are a lot of what makes these companies great companies. So you knew Johnny Morris, you see him once in a while, I'm sure, and it's pretty cool. You get amazing success story, huh?
It's been pretty successful.
All right, thanks so much for your time, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, we got Larry here in the fine gun section. We found a $15,000 gun, and my wife is Italian, so I'm guessing that's got to be Italian.
It is Italian.
Ah, there you go. I knew it.
A&S from Mars.
Okay.
It's a sporting clay gun. It's hand built in Italy. The wood is exhibition grade Turkish walnut. The piece of wood is worth $6,000 just for the stock.
Wow.
And it's all hand engraved. A master engraver sits at a bench and a table with a hammer and a chisel and puts that beautiful engraving on it.
There's probably not too many of them out there, right?
No, it's a 10-year apprenticeship, and only the finest get to continue on.
Wow. Now, how long have you been working here?
14 years.
14 years.
Yes.
I just talked to Dave. He's been here 33 years.
So, in camping?
Yeah.
He's the old man around here.
He's the old man. Cool guy. He told me a lot of stories.
Oh,
and
he's a good guy.
so he knew Johnny Morris's father too. And
John A, yeah.
Yeah, John A. And lots of great stories and
Oh my.
pretty.
Lots of Johnny Morris stories.
Yeah. Pretty
Some
amazing.
of them he may not want repeated. But that's
Yeah, well, some of them he wouldn't let me put on camera, but he liked both those guys. He says they're both great guys, and that's all that matters. And I think I'm impressed because this is just such a success story, American success story, right?
Absolutely. And I'm sure you've heard the story of how
Yeah.
he got started.
Yeah, it was right in his father's liquor store. Is that right?
He didn't want to go in the liquor business. He loved the outdoors and hunting and fishing, forestry and clean air, clean water,
Yeah.
things like that.
And then he did a little competitive fishing, right?
Oh yeah, he was a tournament fisher. And back when you might win $100, now it's $100,000.
Right.
If you win a tournament, but and he got started
Okay.
selling bait and rods and reels and lures and things like that. And he might go someplace and win a tournament or place in a tournament.
Right.
And they'd ask him, "What'd you catch those fish on?" He'd say, "Well, this right here." "I've never seen one of them." "Well, I sell them." Oh. So they started sending out a flyer
Right.
to these other fishermen what he had to sell. And that's
Wow.
where the catalog got started, and that's where
The whole thing took off.
Almost 200 stores later, here we are.
It's amazing he's kept it privately held. I'm really proud of him for that
too.
because so many
Me
people
too.
sell out.
Yeah.
And I have a company and I haven't sold out, but it's hard to do that privately held,
It
the
is.
cash flow and everything
Right,
else.
there are people who, they want your business.
Right.
And money doesn't mean anything to them. They just keep adding zeros till you say yes.
Wow, this is pretty impressive. Now, do you get to see him in here very often?
Not as often as
Yeah.
some people might think. He lives here in town. Of course, his office is across town in our corporate office.
Okay.
But he'll come in with, friends or acquaintances or politicians or,
Yeah.
I've met Kevin Costner. I sold a $15,000 gun to Luke Bryant,
Okay.
who was here to sing and he was doing a concert here in town, and so on and so forth.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
neat stuff.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Really
You're welcome.
appreciate it. It's great talking to you guys that have been around here and
Very good.
seeing the roots of the company and how it started. And it's pretty awesome, actually. This is quite the store. I mean, this is the largest of all the pro bass shops,
This
right?
is the largest retail sporting goods store in the world.
In the world. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're
Really
welcome. You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're
$15,000.
Overall, this is one amazing place. No question about it. These guys have done a great job. And, they just announced in 2022, Bass Pro Shops would be opening a Bass Pro fishing resort down in Marathon, Florida. So that's going to be pretty awesome to check that out. But overall, what an incredible company. What an incredible individual. The fact that he's been able to keep it private for all these years and grow is just remarkable. And everything he's done for all the families and children to get them into outdoor sports is just amazing. So we hope you loved this video. Definitely subscribe. It would mean so much. Comment down below. Have you been to this particular Bass Pro shop in Springfield, Missouri? Have you been to the one over in Memphis? What's that one like? Tell us your favorite Bass Pro shop and what you like and you don't like. Have you bought a boat from them, a gun? Highlight down below in the comments. We'd really appreciate it. Definitely hit the like button so we can get this out to more people. And thank you so much for watching How to Have Fun Fishing.